Hey guys, good evening. Hey over the farm, good evening. Welcome back to our channel. Good afternoon, everybody. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank God it's Friday. Can you guys hear me? Please say hello if you can hear me in the comment section. Hey, welcome everybody. Please give us a thumbs up. Thank you. Achowe salutes. Achowe salute. I greet you now. How's everybody doing today? We've seen the another weekend again. Thank the Lord. Adúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run. Wow, this week has been long. I don't know about you guys, but for me, it's been a really, really long week. I was looking forward to this weekend. Honestly. Weekend is here. Finally. The Lord has done it. Finally. The Lord has done it. Finally, please give us a thumbs up. Welcome, everybody. You know me, I play a lot. Some people who are not Obodo fan will come when we finish streaming. They will come and be dropping comment that I'm greeting too much. I play too much. Somebody even said that the 30 seconds that I play is too long. I say, any show. Some people have issues. You can't help them with their issues. Only Jehovah can help them with their issue. Mhm. How can 30 seconds be too long? What can be shorter than 30 seconds of countdown? It is well, you. It is very, very well, you. Welcome, everybody. I appreciate you guys. Give us a thumbs up. Give us a thumbs up. Thank you. So, we said we're going to talk about Bookie Wright. Yeah, we said we're going to talk about Bookie Wright and FFK on finding love again. Bookie Wright said that she is interested in finding love again. I didn't even know that she's been married. She's been married 5 times. I thought it was 4 times because the last count that I knew of was it was 4. But who is counting, right? My number one, the only issue I have is that some people have been looking for this marriage. They've been looking for this marriage for so long and they cannot find one person. So how is it possible, pé one very beautiful woman is just changing like this? All of you that have not been able to find one, put your hands together. Let's do a prayer of agreement. We will pray. You will find one, only one, and it will be for life. It will be healthy. There will be no gbas. Be saying amen. No, it's prayer. You guys know I like to pray for you guys. So, Bookie Wright is a Nollywood actor. She's been in industry for a very long time. She's been acting since the 90s. She's one of the pioneers. I think she started with all these soaps. Yeah, Super Story. Back in the day. Excuse me. Yeah. Welcome, everybody. Let me give you guys a minute to please give us a thumbs up. Please give us a thumbs up. If you're just joining, subscribe. If you've not subscribed, before we get into it, we're not going to be long. I'm just going to be straight in, straight out. Inshallah. So give us a thumbs up while we wait. Eshe Goni, thank you very much to everybody that has liked and subscribed. I have some information for you. Here goes. Thanks a lot for watching. Please subscribe. So for those of you who already made inquiries about Abuja homes, I just want to quickly let you know that the Nathaniel estate, they are starting the building already. As a matter of fact, Uncle Bolaji sent me the brochure. I'll just put it here for you guys so you can see. They started already. So those of you that were saying that you don't want to buy land, you just want to build. Yeah. Instead of building in your village, come and build in Abuja. Come and buy a house in Abuja. Mm? Abuja is safe. Abuja is the seat of power. There's a lot of what's it called? Security there. Yeah. So come and buy. Yeah, this is the brochure here for Natana Heights. For those of you that say you don't want to buy land, you just want to buy the properties that are already built. So they started building already. It's going very fast. You know, these things go very, very fast. Let me just give you the quick breakdown of what's going on with that. They are limited units, only 24 units and 3-bedroom flats, and 12 units of 2-bedroom flats only. So you can buy them outright, or you pay an initial deposit. You pay an initial deposit of 10 million naira and then the balance within 12 months. Okay. They will tell you the balance later on. Just get in touch with my Abuja Homes. The contact details are here now, and you can key into this. You see, it's lovely. The brochure is even here. I'll put it here so you can see. They're actually very, very beautiful. Let me show you. This is it. You can see that's the brochure. Yeah. I'll take a screenshot of it and just put it there so you can see. Yeah. Anyway, I shall see you in my next one. Thanks a lot, guys, for watching. Please subscribe, like, and share this video. Be safe wherever you are. May the Lord continue to watch over us. In Jesus' name. Amen. Bye, guys. Thank you very much, everybody. That's just some little information for you there regarding our buying of land and properties for those who are interested. Some people did say that they are interested in buying the ones that are built already. So if you are one of those people, please reach out to my Abuja home, ring them or send them a message on WhatsApp, and then so that you can see what's available. They're going very, very fast, as you know. They don't usually waste time. So do not delay, because if you delay, before you know, they sold out. They usually sell these houses out before they even start building. People are buying properties everywhere, especially in Abuja, and Abuja houses have serious value. They appreciate more than anywhere in Nigeria, just because is the capital city. So we're talking about Bookie Wright. Bookie Wright said that she's interested again, that if this is the journey that God has laid out for her, that she will marry 5 times to get to the 6th one, so be it. That she's still interested in getting married. I wanted to play a video for you guys so that because I don't know the names of the husbands. So yeah, let's borrow this video from TVC. Let me share this video with you guys. They had a rundown of her marriages, and I think it will help us to put this in perspective. Okay.
Welcome back to the show. This right here is still eSplash on TVC. And if you're just tuning in, you haven't missed a lot. It is now time for the entertainment news. We start up with this one. Bookie Wright still wants to get married after 5 failed marriages. Veteran Nollywood actress Bookie Wright has revealed that despite experiencing 5 failed marriages, she remains hopeful and open to love, marriage, and companionship if destined by God. In a recent interview with BBC Yoruba, the 58-year-old actress spoke candidly about her romantic journey, reflecting on her past relationships, personal growth, and current emotional outlook. While acknowledging the complexities and heartbreak that have come with her love life, she said she still believes in the beauty of marriage. I quote, "On the issue of marriage, I'm still very much interested, but that is if God has destined it. It is not a must. I'm not saying other women should not try to get married, because as for me, I am still interested in getting married," end of quote, she said. She also shared a personal spiritual moment during her pilgrimage to Al-Kaaba, where she prayed for renewed love and divine alignment in her life. I quote, he said, While she no longer places marriage as a top priority, Bookie Wright emphasized that she's emotionally open, with her heart still ready for companionship, but only at the right time and with the right person. Bookie Wright's marital history has been public and layered. She was first married to Boyega Amu, with whom she has two sons. She later married Rotimi Makinde, an actor turned politician, and then had a civil union with Femi Davis, a well-known journalist. Subsequent marriages to Bolaji Sahid, a music promoter, and Adewale Onitiri, a US-based businessman, also ended in divorce. Despite the challenges, Bookie Wright said each experience taught her valuable lessons and she remains grounded in faith and personal growth.
Yeah, to each his own.
Yeah, thank you very much, TVC, for that breakdown because I didn't know the names of all these gentlemen. Yeah, they broke it down very nicely. She's 8 years old. Oh, wow. Yeah, she's still quite young. 58 is very, very young. I mean, first of all, I don't have any issue with, I mean, anybody who wants to find love. I believe that, life without love or, living a life where you want to be in a relationship and you are alone, it can be quite lonely, right? So yeah, definitely to everybody who is interested in finding their soulmate or their companion, their partner, I'm wishing everybody love and light. However, I really wanted to dig into why, what could be the reason why people marry serially like this. So we put FFK there. Somebody is asking in the comment section. Grace is asking whether FFK is the next husband. Grace, please don't make me laugh. I don't know. I know FFK is not the next husband. We'll put FFK there because they have the same kind of they have the same kind of history. Yeah, we are looking at it from both the male and the female perspective. That's why. Yeah. FFK is known to have married repeatedly over the years. I think it's on number 5 or 6 as well. Okay. So we want to what I really want to dwell on is because sometimes, yeah, it's very, very important that people reflect. Like when they were discussing it, some of the ladies in the view, what they call it, your view, were discussing the same topic, and they were saying um, that yeah, if he's a man, nobody's going to be talking about it. So why not? A woman can marry, repeatedly she wants to, and all that. Yeah, I agree with that. Everybody needs love. However, there's a reason why people marry over and over and over again. And if somebody doesn't take the time to do the work, so this is my personal feeling about this. I think Bookie Wright is a lover girl. We the lover girls, we know ourselves. Any lover girl in the building, just say hi if you're in the comment section and you're a lover girl because we know ourselves. Eh? Mhm. Yeah. So nobody is doing matchmaking. Samson, be coming down. You say FFK is not an option. No, he's a woman beater. No, nobody is doing matchmaking. We're just talking about them individually. I put the pictures together because it's easier that way, right? Okay. We're not doing matchmaking. I don't think FFK is even up to 56 or 58. I don't think so. I think Bookie might be older than him. Anyway, lover girls, all the lover girls, identify yourself. If you know you are a lover girl, that you are that fool for love, just identify yourself. So my personal thinking about this is that Bookie Wright is a lover girl, right? She loves and she loves deep. Okay, but there's a reason why these marriages are just rotating. It's like a revolving door from one to the other. I managed to capture all the names of all the men, and they're all Yoruba men, incidentally. So the ladies in the view, uh the ladies in the view were saying that, well, if you've been marrying a particular tribe and you've done it 6 times, I mean 5 times, then maybe you should start looking outside to see, okay, Maybe should I date outside my culture? She's a Yoruba woman, right? Maybe you start looking at other tribes. Maybe your luck is not with your fellow tribal people. That's one of the things that they were discussing. But me, I believe that sometimes people can be lover girls, right? They can be lover girls, but also not having the patience to be able to walk through issues. So I saw something today. Actually, I want to show it to you guys. Guys, welcome, welcome. Please give us a thumbs up. Let me show you something that I saw on Instagram. One of the pastors that I admire said something about why love is not enough. I think it's actually is relevant, very, very relevant to this discussion. Love is not enough, the pastor was saying. He said, if love was enough, then some of these marriages are breaking, will not be breaking. Guys, give us, how you feel like you love someone, if you don't see that person, you know how it is now. New love is always very sweet. Your heart is beating fast. You spend all your everyday day dreaming about the person. It's intoxicating. When those hormones are alive, yeah, it's very, very intoxicating. But is love enough? No. Love is never enough. Never. Never ever enough. Otherwise, because what it is about love is that no matter how raw it is, yeah, over time, except you are working actively to fuel it, then the excitement is just gonna reduce. It definitely reduce. Yeah, it will reduce. Love is never enough. Oh. Hmm. And what do you guys think? Do you think love is enough for a marriage? That you just say you love each other, so that's why you want to marry now, and you think that's enough? Hmm? Eh? You think love is enough? Who thinks that love is enough? I personally don't think that love is enough. I did a video about this a while ago where I was saying that no matter how you love each other, there are some things fundamentally that need to be in place for a relationship or marriage to thrive. Okay? One of them, I've seen the post, I'm just about to share it, is conflict, ability to resolve conflict. Yeah, every relationship expert that I know talks about communication, your ability to communicate. But have you noticed that when you're having a disagreement with somebody usually one person either shuts down, communication shuts down, or uh the communication is just not flowing because one person is angry, the other person is hostile, shouting. No, communication will shut down at some point. Yeah. So I personally don't believe that until your love is tested, no matter how hot that love is, until it is tested, mhm, until it is tested, you don't know whether it's real or not. Because it's easy for you everything to be sweet, but have one disagreement first. Let's see how you resolve it. So for me, conflict resolution, and this is where a lot of us fail. A lot of us black people, we don't have the tools, we don't have the language, we don't know how to resolve conflicts. So little things, for instance, that you can easily talk about. If somebody needs to apologize, they apologize. We hold them, and then it just how resentment is. It starts building. Yeah, love doesn't necessarily wear out. Lady Tem say love wears out in time. I won't say it wears out, but it waters down, especially if you are not actively you know how a plant is. That's how love is. You have a plant, a live plant though, and it's looking all green when you took it from the store, it's thriving, then you took it home. You don't water it, you don't feed it, you don't do nothing. Eventually, definitely, it's just gonna wither away. So it needs to be fed, it needs to be watered, you need to take it out to get some sunshine. These are how you this is why a lot of African marriages, Nigerian marriages struggle. It's because once we marry, this generation are changing the narrative, I must say. But I'm talking about my generation and older. People just believe that once you're married, what's the point of us going out anymore? Except we have a family function where they invited us to a wedding, or it's got to be always something relating to family, or our friend's daughter is getting married. The couple, and then when kids come in, you just neglect yourself. The focus is now on the children. We women do that a lot. We focus more on the children now. The attention is on the children, is on responsibility, is on bills, is on things over time. And that love is not being nurtured. That is what literally, that's one of the things that end marriages. Over time, you feel like you are living with a stranger because you're not connected like that emotionally anymore because you're not nourishing the love. Mm? Yeah, Grace said having a relationship is easy, but maintaining the relationship is the hard part because it takes a lot of work. That is just the bottom line. Work, work, work. Mm, yeah, you have to work on it. If you don't work on it, it's just gonna everything will just it will yamutu, as Hausa people will say. You gotta work on it. So love is not enough. So why is it that somebody is marrying and then you love, obviously you are marrying somebody that you love. I'm talking about Bookie Wright. Yeah. The first time, let's say, oh, maybe you didn't choose well. We now know that, who you choose is 80% reason why whether the marriage will work or not depends on who you choose. So we are looking at compatibility, we are looking about ability to communicate, we are looking about we are looking at love, understanding one another, whether you flow with that person, is the person your friend, and etc. All that good stuff. We all know it. It's easy to read off. But the taste of the work is in living it. Is living it. So let's say, for instance, the first man she married that she has her two children for, and this goes for FFK as well, who's been married repeatedly over the years. Guys, please give us a thumbs up. Welcome, welcome. So let's say that they picked the wrong person the first time. And statistically, we heard that people are more likely to divorce in second marriages than the first one. Divorced people who get married are more likely to divorce. And that is why it is very important, very, very, very important that people who are on their second marriages or third marriages, as the case may be, needs to be very intentional about putting in the work. Because you can easily just fall into the pattern. And what I have realized is that as you are getting older, yeah, the older you become, the less patience you have towards tolerating bad behavior. Because when you are a mature person, maybe you don't want kids anymore, your kids are grown, you are financially secure, so you feel like, why am I going to even stress myself with anybody? So any little BS like this, you tell the person, oh yeah, me ò ṣe mọ́." You tell the person. So those of you that have not been able to find one. You've not found one, and somebody is on their sixth one. How do you explain it? What are the things that you think that people need to pay attention to when choosing or when you are married now, so that you don't avoid repeatedly marrying like this? Because I mean, let's call it what it is. It's not a good story on anybody. I don't care whether you are a saint. it's not a good story for you to have been married 5 times and you are divorced 5 times. It's not being judgmental. I'm not judging her. I'm not in her shoes. Marriages are tough, but 5 times, come on, is a lot. Is a lot. What is what is that thing that she's not looking at? What is that thing that FFK is not looking at? Why is it that they will seemingly pick someone, get married, and then next 1 or 2 years divorce? What is missing? What is the missing link? Hmm? You guys, you're not talking, no. Hmm? You are not talking. I want to hear you in the comment section. If you got something to say, please share it, share it. What should people who are divorced and trying to marry again, what should they pay attention to so that it doesn't become repeated? It doesn't become like a lifestyle. Samson said, even one divorce gone, it's psychologically bothering me. Eh? Talk of 5 divorces. Hmm? How is she coping? Yeah, I don't know. I really don't know. But I think it bothers her because she talks about going to Mecca. She went on a pilgrimage to go and pray. So now she's like putting it in the hands of God. Pay, Father, help me. I've tried it my way. 5 times it didn't work. This time around, choose for me. But I tell you something, no matter who they choose for you, this is one thing I've just come to discover on my own. No matter how good you choose your partner, no matter how good that person is, let that person be Mother Teresa, gentle like a dove, calm, unproblematic, don't cause problem. They everything you want in a partner, except both people are willing to work on it. Is difficult because even living with your children as parents or your siblings while growing up, the thing is that there is no problem-free relationship that you will never have disagreements. Disagreements, I think we need to normalize that disagreements will arise. It's not about whether we'll have disagreement, it's about when we have disagreement because it's sure. Oh, sure, ni. Disagreement is sure. Yeah. How do you navigate it when there are disagreements? Because that is one disagreement can lead to the end of a marriage if you don't manage it well. So, is ability to conflict manage. That is the number one thing. There's an issue. Okay. Can we listen and talk to one another with respect? Look at the issues from both sides and, trash it out. Because there will always be disagreement. Lady Time said, you are right, she's involving, not ready to accept any nasty behavior. Yeah. Older women tend to not put on with any nonsense behavior. Yeah. And sometimes when you are dating people, you never really know them until you start living with them. Then there was a video that I listened to that was so powerful. I shared it with everybody that I know. It was Dr. Lumide Emmanuel that was talking because he was divorced as well. Is this man of God that was talking about relationship and marriage, then from nowhere, bang, bang, it happened to him. I mean, when I was growing up, they didn't have a lot of marriage coaches and relationship pastors that were talking about. There was Pastor Bimbo Dukoya of blessed memory, and that was it. But this man called uh, Pastor Olumide Emmanuel came. I remember when he came to our church in Abuja. Jesus, he was on fire. This man was hot. And he was already married then, no. He was talking about different aspects of marriage, how this, that, talking to single people, how to date with intention, the kind of behavior you shouldn't put up with, red flags, everything. This man knew it, or he wrote books about relationship. Then from nowhere, bagam, his own marriage failed. So, yeah, it can happen to anybody. I don't know how many of you saw his video. He talked about how his marriage failed. His first marriage failed. He was talking to Pastor Kingsley the other day on his channel, Kingsley Okonkwo. talked about how, he married this very godly woman, all these Jesus women that would tie head, very holy and spiritual, but the woman was that he was receiving slaps. He was receiving slaps at home, and I think because he didn't have money as well at the beginning, and the man is a multi-millionaire now. You see life, and because he didn't have money as a young pastor, I think he was added pressure. Yeah, it was a lot of pressure added to the marriage. Being say, I think she needs to start the work from within to do serious soul searching. What exactly is she marrying for? Is it for companionship? Is it for kerewa or just to satisfy the society? That's a really, really good point. Yeah. I think we all need to ask ourselves that question. If you want to marry, why do you want to marry? Why? Because why will determine who you choose. Oh, am I preaching somebody? The why is very, very important. Why do you want to get married? Ask yourself, why do you want to get married? So as a young lady, you say, oh, I want a family. I want to have children. I want to build a home. But you already have grown-up children now. This is not your first rodeo. This is not the second one. This is not the third one. Why do you want to get married now at this stage? It's a very, very critical question. And I don't think anybody can answer it. We all need to go into our closet and answer that question. Yeah, we all need to go into the closet and really, really ask ourselves that question. And it goes for anybody, even young people. If you want to get married, ask yourself why. Is it because there's pressure on you to get married? Or is it because society expects it? Do you really want to get married? Or are you just trying? Are you just lonely? Is it because of loneliness? Because if it's because of loneliness, that's a. PK said, if you marry for the wrong reason, you are most likely going to marry the wrong person. Yeah. If you're marrying because your parents are putting pressure on you to bring a wife home, bring a wife home, bring husband, or your parents are saying, I want a grandchild, then you go and be looking for a 20-something-year-old young girl that will be very fertile and that will give you children. After having the children, what next? Is it only children we do in marriage? No. If it's only children, people that have children should not be divorcing. As a matter of fact, a lot of marriages also end because of these same children. Disagreement around raising children. Ngozi say, Auntie B, you are so right. All relationships come with challenges, family, friends, partner. We have to deal with conflict early and appropriately. That's one of the number one reason for divorces, by the way, is inability to resolve conflicts, lingering conflict so there are a few things that end marriages. Yeah. Number one is infidelity, cheating. Yeah. You find a lot of women will tell you, I got tired of his cheating. Yeah. Nigerian men are known for cheating. Yeah, I can say that with my full chest. Not all men cheat, but Nigerian men, especially the ones that live in Nigeria, is a way of life. Yeah. And it's not every woman that has the grace to tolerate cheating. So for people like us, cheating is a deal breaker. If you cheat, that's the end. But some women don't mind. They say, did you guys see the video of that young lady the other day that said, my husband is very, very nice. She's an able girl. Young lady, she was like, my husband is very nice. All the very, very caring. He used to give me money. But the man can cheat, eh? The man can cheat, eh? And then the person that interviewed her, she was carrying a small baby. And they said, does it not bother you? She said, no. She said, no. It doesn't bother me as long as he's giving me money. You see? That is coming from a young lady that is disempowered. Okay, she hasn't got her money, so she married the man for money. So to her, as long as the money is coming, it doesn't bother her. Okay, that's fine. But for a woman like Bookie Wright, or a more mature woman who's made her money, Bookie Wright was an actress who made money. She went to America, went to school again. She became an expert again in cybersecurity. So money is not a problem. You cannot use money she cannot even, people like her don't even look for, they can look for somebody that is compatible in terms of, financial standing, but they're not going to be looking for somebody because they need somebody to feed them or give them money or pay their rent or whatever. Do you understand? So what people are looking for is different. Being said also marriage is not for everybody. It's time we talk more about that. To staying married and committed to one person takes a lot of maturity, tolerance, and commitment and understanding. Absolutely. Nigerian society forces marriage down on everybody's throat, whether you like it or not. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Biscona said, must they marry after one or two divorces? Can't they just live together to avoid the word divorce? Oh my God. Is it the one that is bothering you? Is it the word divorce that is bothering you? I don't think you're focusing on the point. It's not divorce that is the point. It's being able to live with someone successfully. Just because you are not married doesn't mean that living together, breakups still will not hurt. So I don't think divorce is the main thing that we're concerned about. We're concerned about why people make the same mistake over and over again. I mean, if you've done one mistake once, you pick the wrong person. You say, okay, oh, this one maybe is the wrong person. The second one, you say, okay, maybe he was emotionally unavailable or he was abusive. The third one, you look very carefully, right? So it's a pattern. And I'm trying to look at the reasons why someone like Bookie Wright and FFK will keep marrying over and over and over and over again. Okay? What is the main reason? Yeah, you have a very deep understanding about marriage, Bingpe. I like that, even though you just got married yourself. Thank God you did the work. Bingpe said marriage is not just butterflies in your stomach. It is a beautiful union. But it takes a lot of work. That is it. Work, 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 Ni. Yes. Are you ready for the commitment? Yes. Do you have the patience? Because everybody must have a level of patience or endurance or long suffering. Depends. It depends. Without patience, to be honest, you cannot even marry. You can't live with another person for 1 year without patience because they will do things that will annoy you. You too will do things that will annoy them. That's the truth. We all have our bad, behaviors and little character traits that will bring into, relationship and marriage that if the other person is not able to overlook, it becomes a problem. Every day you'll be quarreling. Eh? Being person, anybody that married because of pressure or loneliness go see shege banza. So I was talking about Dr. Olumide and what he said. He said that you get together with somebody, you like each other, you think your values align, you think you are friends, you can communicate, and then you get married. Okay? At a point after you get married, you now begin to see things that irritate you about that person. So when that happens, you then need to make a decision whether you are going to accept. He calls it a period of either acceptance, or if you don't accept, then you take the other route. Are you going to accept the fact that sometimes your husband is going to go to the toilet and pee without flushing? For instance, let me give you an example. You ladies, eh? You will just go to the toilet because grown men can do that. It's not only your sons. You will just rush to the toilet. Brrr, you want to go and use toilet, you come and see one big thing in the toilet. Be like, oh my God, Kilele Ibai told you long. Are you not going to scream at him? Will you have the grace to flush the toilet and then have a chat with him later on and say, this thing is not good now. Be looking back. Or you go and at a point you go and take paper and write behind the toilet door. You write it there. Uncle, look back, flush the toilet. Oh my God. Oh, you have the grace to be teaching a grown man, babe, you need to raise the toilet seat up. that you're living together now, but please raise the toilet seat up. Don't put it down when you are peeing. There are so many things, eh? They look like minor things, but they do come up in marriage. Yeah, they will come up. They will come up. So if you don't have the grace to navigate that, yeah, it becomes a problem. Little things you'll be fighting every day. Life is for the living. Say, leaving the seat up and it irritates me, but I overlook. I cannot come and buy. Absolutely. Yeah, just overlook. Me, I always tell women, learn to choose your battles carefully. Otherwise, you become a nagging wife. Mhm. Some men will never get that thing right to put the toilet seat down. Mm-mm. Yeah. So you choose your, if you pick on every little thing, yeah, then you become a nagging wife. And that is problematic, right? So I was talking about all these things that cause divorce. Number one, cheating. Number two, finances. That one is a big problem. Either lack of it or not being able to manage it, the little that you have or the much that you have properly, or how you disburse it. I saw a video today where one Mongo Park was talking about, you see is not here. You see is the one that's always posting all these funny videos about how women, anyway, those kind of illiterate people that, you just know by their fruit, you know them. That women don't have the sense to be able to disburse money. That a married woman should hand over her salary to her husband because women don't have sense to be able to budget. Yeah. So finances can become a big problem. How do women? That's why you need to have these conversations. And when it comes to the one of the cheating one, some people are polygamous. They will tell you, some African men will tell you, I'm polygamous in nature. And that's why we need to have these conversations before you commit. I think Bookie is probably not doing her homework. Her selection, there's something flawed about her selection. And that's why I like what Mingbe was saying earlier on, that she needs to do a lot of soul session. It's not about praying alone. You can pray, but how are you choosing? Yeah, have conversations about what's your stand on polygamy, for instance. What's your stand on cheating? Are we going to have, is this going to be an open marriage? Because women can cheat too. Let us know whether it's open marriage. Yes, Lady Tem, I agree completely. There are lessons in failure. That's why we have what do they call it? When somebody buy in social services, we have what they call serious case review. Yeah. If the person is by already, whether it's a child or adult, they'll have the serious case review. It's to look at failures. The whole point of it is not because the person is going to resurrect, is to look at where did Will fail. Was there something that was missed? What could have been done? And what can be done better in the future to avoid? I think everybody that has been through a failed marriage should have a personal serious case review. Honestly, you have it with your therapist. Yeah, when you sit down and look at it. And another thing that I find is that we as Africans, we like to point the finger. So, for instance, if you meet somebody that is divorced and you ask them, why did your marriage end? They will always blame the other person. It's always the other person's fault. There is no introspection. There's no self-reflection. There's nothing looking inwards to say, well, what could I have done better? And if you keep blaming the other person, then you're not learning yet. You need to be able to look inwards and say, maybe maybe this thing, no, I shouldn't have done it this way, no. In hindsight, no, this day, you need to apportion. It's not blame, is accountability. Bingbe said, great point at the B, but choose your battles and be a bit tolerant, not to encourage bad behavior, but we need to be tolerant to each other. Yeah. And also, when you want to correct a behavior, it's how you correct it. I was saying this to someone a few days ago, and the person said, "Me, I'm being professional. I'm behaving like a professional." I say it's not about being professional. See, there's a place for everything. Sometimes when you are angry, don't speak. It's very difficult. That's one of the most difficult thing for somebody like very expressive like myself to hold my tongue and not say something that minute. I must say something. So I've had to learn to bite my tongue. Bite it, bite it, bite it. It takes a lot of discipline for you not to say something, right? Because you know something, if you want to say something, your partner does something and you want to say something, in the heat of the moment, you are likely to say something that will be disrespectful. That's just it. Because you are in your feelings. Your emotions are raw. So you say something that will hurt that person. And then later you said it. Now the person is angry. You've aggravated the situation. And that's not your intention. But because you were in your feelings, emotions are your mates. So we all need to be accountable. If you're dating somebody that is divorced, the first thing you should be asking them is that, what did your spouse complain about the most when you were together? About you. Because if you ask them what did they do wrong, they will not, they will say, "Ah, I don't mind that. Is that woman? No, she's a devil. Is that man? No, he's a narcissist." Ask them, what did they complain the most about? I asked somebody that question. Somebody that is divorced, I asked them, I said, what did your wife complain the most? He said the wife used to complain that he sleeps too much. I say, are you Jonah? Oh my God. You sleep too much. Nígbà tí, when you are not a Jonah, what is all these plenty sleeps? You sleep so they are complaining. Oh my God. Yeah. Lady Time, you are really dropping the gems tonight. Thank you, my dear. Yeah, never go into any relationship with bitterness and resentment. Yes. I spoke to another person, and the 30 minutes that we spoke, this man was talking about his ex-wife. He was busy talking about everything wrong with the ex-wife. I said, Uncle, you need to pay me so that I can do proper counseling for you. And he said he's healed. And then he said he's dating. And he was telling me that one of the girls he's talking to told him to go to therapy. So I told him, I said, don't you think you need therapy? He said, no. What is it? He's a Nigerian man. What is he doing? Him like this need therapy for what? Yeah, people like that are likely to make mistakes. They'll get it wrong again, most certainly the second time. Carrying bitterness and resentment, rushing into another one. You've not learned the lesson. You haven't. Ngozi says, words are powerful. When you say things, you can never unsay it. I don't speak when I'm upset. It takes a lot of work not to speak when you're upset, my dear. Yeah, it's very, very important to bite your tongue. People like us have had to learn that the hard way. And we've hurt people because we said exactly what we are thinking. And it's not always good. It's not good to say what you are thinking. Sometimes say it in your head, leave it. If you don't say it, chances are you will not say it again later. When you are not upset anymore, the thought will just, it will fly out of your head. Then you will now start thanking God. But when you say it in the heat of the moment, yeah. So number 2 reason is finances. For African marriages, Nigerian marriages especially, number 3 reasons why marriages fail or break up is in-laws. Yeah, in-laws is a big deal. On Tuesday, we were here talking about in-laws for a long time. When we're talking about that poor woman that went to Canada and the son-in-law unfortunately ended her life. In-laws contribute. If you are married to somebody and the in-laws don't accept you, I will never advise a woman especially to marry into a family where the mother-in-law especially did not accept you. Men will always choose their mothers above their wives. Nigerian men will usually. And it is very few men have the capacity to put their mother in their place to say, Mom, I love you, but this is my wife. Please respect my wife. A lot of Nigerian men don't do that. Anything the mother does is okay. She's old. There's something about mean girls. Mean girls, when girls are teenagers and they are mean, they get old and they become mean grandmothers. Think about it. Yeah, it's like somebody that doesn't have sense, a foolish person. They get old too. When they get old, they become foolish old people. So that's the thing. So if your mother-in-law does not accept you, it's a problem. It can lead to divorce. So me, I strongly advise anybody, no matter how much he says, they don't worry, she will change later. Is a lie. Mark, don't accept. She must accept you. Otherwise, you will suffer in that marriage. Mhm. Yeah. They say marriage is for two forgiving people. People who harbor resentment cannot say you cannot even if you stay. That's why, yeah, a lot of Nigerian marriages where people say they are married 30 years, 20 years, 50 years. The years that they were happy were few and far in between. Some people are together 10 years, they've not even had sex, and they are married. They live in the same house. So what we're talking about is about forgiving and being able to apologize. Some men can never say sorry. Some women too. They don't see any reason why they should say sorry. They're always right. It's always the other person's fault. Everything is others. Anybody that cannot apologize, that's a very big, big red flag. Yeah. Another thing that can potentially cause problems why divorces are so quick is issue around sex. I saw PK was handling a question today, Q&A, and said on his Instagram that a woman wrote in and said that 5 years after marriage, the marriage is not consummated. It's usually Christian marriages that you see all that rubbish. 5 years, she was still there. Not even once have they had sex. So what do you do with that? You say, let's pray. We'll be praying every day. Every day you'll be doing, let's pray, let's pray. Abby? Yeah, that cannot work. Could it work? It cannot work. Yeah, yeah. So for people who've been married before, like Bookie Wright and FFK, they really need a lot of soul searching. They also not just soul searching. They need therapy to get to the root cause of whether they are picking the wrong people or they themselves don't have the skills to be able to manage long-term relationship. Somebody who just, one disagreement, just say, me Oshemo, that's it. You say, I can't tolerate this nonsense. After all, you're not feeding me. Please, 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 please. Why are you marrying? Why are you going to marry? What is the point? Yes, you saw the video, being paid 5 years. Intimacy is a big reason why people end marriages. Some people have all sorts of problems, maybe health problems, and because of pride or wounded self-esteem or whatever, they don't want to go and address it. They don't want to go to the doctor. I don't believe anybody should hide whatever issue they have. If it's medically, be open. It's not all women that even like sex. See, in this life, anything you are looking for, you will find it. Yeah, it's just about going for the person who wants the same thing. I use this example all the time. I'm going to Sokoto from Abuja. Those of you who are Nigerians know where Sokoto is. Sokoto is in far east, far north. From Abuja, I'm going to Sokoto, and I'm looking for a companion for us to drive to Sokoto together. And I meet Bingpe on the road. Where are you going to? Bingpe say, I'm going to Enugu. Enugu is in the east. I'm going to the north. Can our journey surely work, Sha? You see that steering? We will drive when we leave Abuja, we will get to Nasarawa State. I will reverse the car and say, but this is where I'm going to now. People will say, but I'm going to Enugu. This is the road to Enugu. Could it work? That's why that Bible verse, Amos 3:3, I love it so much. Two cannot work together. You must have agreements. Sit down to have agreements. You must have agreements. There are some basic things that people need to agree on. These people are not marrying because they want to have children now. FFK already has God knows a many number of children. In fact, his last wife gave him 4 boys. Apparently, he's been looking for boys. All his other children are girls. Mm. And still, it didn't work out with the woman that gave him boys. Can you imagine? He chased the woman out, took her children. Yeah, they know him. He's well known in Nigeria. So that kind of bad behavior, how do you think any woman will stay? With all the money in this world, he will not stay. They will still go. So yeah, these are the things that people need to contemplate. It takes a lot of patience. So finally, I'm just going to end by saying that to everybody that wants to be married, you want love, you want companionship, please, if you've done it repeatedly, Kayema Basonyilenu, you need to do soul searching. Are you patient enough to be able to live with someone else? Or are you going to say, you know what, F it. What are you doing for me that I cannot do for myself? I don't need this BS. Takes a lot of tolerance. You have to overlook a lot of things. And most importantly, I think people need to go get help to deal with issues that they cannot even discuss with anybody. It's not about, beauty and appearance. Iwalewa. Your beauty is your character. Abi character is beauty, as they say it. So a lot of work needs to be done. Otherwise, it's just going to be over and over and over and over again that somebody is going into those marriages. And at the end of the day, it will seem as if you are not able to stay married. Yeah. It starts from who you pick. Why are you getting married? Ask yourself. And so for those of you who are not married yet, I usually congratulate you. I will always congratulate those who are not married yet because I think they are the lucky ones. You might feel like, oh, but age is no longer on my side and all that. But the reason why I usually congratulate people that are not married yet is because you've not made any mistake yet. So you still have the ability to choose. You still have the ability to choose what you want. Yeah. So take your time, marry for the right reason, and also bear in mind that marriage is not social media, or it's not Instagram pictures. A lot of people think marriage is Instagram picture. It's just for us to be coordinating our outfit and taking cute pictures. Don't be deceived though. It's not what you see on the gram. It's the day-to-day one where you sleep. Bimpe said an example just now that somebody is snoring. Okay, you've not slept with the person before. You didn't know they are snoring. Now they are snoring. What are you going to do? Are you going to sleep there? Or you run to another room and say, please, please, please. Living with another human being is hard though. Their flaw, all their flaws will be in full gear. You'll not be looking at the person and like, is it not this person that I love that I couldn't? So this is how this person is. You will see their humanity. Yeah. When you live with someone, you see their humanity. We are all human. Last. You will not see that, they are just a human being. So what were you going to do with that when you find out that this person is not as cute as you thought they were? This babe that you thought that, she's so cute. Every time you see her, she's all made up. When she now remove everything, all the packaging, remove the wig and everything, and you come and see some habits that you didn't know, what are you going to do with that? Yeah. Yeah. It's a lot that you find out. So when you find those things out about the person, you now make a choice whether to accept them or you're not going to accept them. That's where the problem is. And people know when you accept them, they know. Nobody is perfect. Me, I look at it this way that I'm not perfect, so I don't expect perfection, but let us be making efforts. For instance, if there's something that happened that I didn't like and I raise it, with my partner and say, oh, I don't like this thing happened. Yeah, let's try not to make it a pattern of behavior and be repeating that. It means that, you respect the relationship and you want to be in that relationship with the person. But when you don't care, what hurts the most is when somebody does not care about your feelings. It doesn't matter to them. Even if you said something over and over again, they disregard it and continue to behave in that way. Yeah. So it's all these things that add up over the years before you know. Divorce is shele. If you are emotionally unavailable, that's a big deal. You live together in the same house, but they never see you. Even when you are there, you're there watching TV or you're on your phone. You don't have quality time. You don't do dates. You say, are we smart children? Where are we going to? You like to waste money. You just like to go out. You don't see it as is pouring into the marriage and, reviving that, the potency of that love that you had, the attraction or the romance, keeping it alive. You see it as a waste of money. Everything is bottom line, penny, 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 penny. Saving. We are saving. We are saving. Yeah. May the Lord help us. I mean, for Bookie Wright and FFK, I don't know. For FFK, he showed us another one. He said he was going to marry the other day, one Okmelenge like that. I've not seen that one now. I guess that one had sense and ran away for before he go collect. But for Bookie Wright, yeah, I wish her the very best of luck. I hope that she takes, stock and do a lot of work on herself before choosing to identify why she feels the need that she wants to get married for the sixth time, to be able to get it right because there's a pattern there. There's a pattern. And I pray that she chooses, differently this time around. Yeah. Choose differently. Leave Yoruba men alone. You'll be married. Five Yoruba men is enough. Maybe try Hausa. You are a Muslim, so you don't mind marrying Muslims from the north. Yeah, you can marry a Muslim from the north. Yeah, there are a lot of Hausa men, very handsome, educated. They've got money. Now, as long as you don't mind being number, you don't, as long as you don't mind being a number, 1, 2, 3, 4, choose your number. Yeah. I wish everybody well. We're all trying to be happy. We're all trying to find that one person, whether you are choosing to be alone, you are choosing to find that person. The important thing is that you are happy. Every stage you are in life, be happy. Lady Time said, be mindful of your tone and language used in correction. Yes, we have to be very, very mindful because sometimes when you are corrected in a way that is very childish, you start asking yourself questions. I'm not your child. Why are you talking to me like that? Yeah, let's just treat each other with respect. Yeah, it's equal, mutual respect, mutual understanding, mutual grace, mutual tolerance, mutual everything good. It is well. Oh, thank you so much, everybody. It's been a very long week, and I'm so glad it is Friday. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. I know I'm definitely going to. Mm, mhm. Montserrat, Sister Montserrat, how are you? You said, Auntie B, what I noticed is that most of my gender goes for names and publicity, but don't understand what it takes to be in a healthy relationship. Mm, yeah. The picking is been the ability to pick is off. Mm, is off. So hopefully Bookie will get it right in the sixth one. I'm wishing her well. Thank you very much, everybody, for watching. I appreciate you. Have a good weekend, and I shall see you soon. Bye, guys. Have a good evening. Bye bye. Please give us a thumbs up before you leave the studio. Yeah, just hit the like button and subscribe if you've not done so. If you want to contact my Abuja homes, yeah, my Abuja home, they are building the houses now for those who want to buy. The number is on the screen. Contact them and find out more about Nathaniel Height. They are called. Marriage is collaboration and not competition. I love that, Lady Tem. You're dropping the serious gems tonight. Mm. Queen E say, Auntie B, will you do a show on the cheating CEO? I don't know. Should we? That was so funny. CEO, wife. Hey, guy, Jesus. Charlie. That was so embarrassing. The way he dodged, the way that man dodged. Should we do a show about it? Let me know in the comment section. Sha. It's Oyibo people. We don't usually talk about Oyibo people, but there are lessons in it though. Yeah. Just let me know in the comment section if you want us to do a discussion around that. This wife, husband, and wife, CEO took it very seriously. You know, we're talking about work husband and work wife the other day. Hey, now wow. They took it literally. Oh. You see, what did he say? He said, and to be everything you said is correct, but we must know this don't apply to spouses with difficult personality. That's why you shouldn't choose spouses with difficult personality, my dear. It's all in the choosing. Yeah, you would have seen the personality already. So don't. No matter how the love is catching you, somebody is difficult, is not flexible, they cannot bend, can't apologize, never say anything wrong in their behavior. Run, run, run. Run. You want to contribute? I'll be sharing my link. You see. Oh, yeah, coming quick then. I sent my link repeatedly. Look at you. Oh, yeah, coming now. The link is there. Jump in then. Let me give you 5 minutes. I am tired. That's the truth. I'm tired. Okay, you see. For you, the studio is open. The link is just there below you. Click on it and jump in. Let me hear your contribution. You've been doing those videos back to back to back to back. I'm enjoying them. You're really creating content, aren't you? Have you seen the link? Yeah, it's right there. Jump in. Just click on the link. It should bring you. Use the link in the comment section. You see. You can't come in. Le bâton. Why? You've clicked it. It's not bringing you in. Ah, that's a shame. Don't you have an account? You should have an account now. Why can't you come in? Oh, okay. Maybe next time then. You've never called in before. That's why. I'm not sure why, but usually people can just, once you click on the link, you can jump into the studio. Okay. Okay. Next time then, no problem. Thank you, my dear. Have a very good evening, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. You can see I'm struggling to talk. I am knackered. Thanks, everyone. Love you guys loads. Okay, set it up. Take your time to set it up. Then next time you can speak. Cheers, guys. Love you. Bye.